to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. And the Gamecocks will move away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arkansas's offense will come out first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Gives it on the option. Spins away from the defense. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Razorbacks are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for space, it's Vaughn. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The seventh play of this opening drive will be a third and long. Off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Looking for the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Black. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So South Carolina's offense headed on to the field. Our first look at them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you.
There he goes. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box. So
pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Finds his man. It's Black. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's locked. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll try the run. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Fires on the move. Hauls it in. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. They get to him as he throws. Working that left side. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. Wide open spaces. They get him down with this offense to set up first and goal from the 9.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The option look. He'll toss it. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I think it's easy to say, run the option, run the option. Well, you got to be able to see it quickly and make quick decisions. Nice job by the QB, getting the ball to his playmaker. He catches it, he can do the rest, takes it to the house for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Harris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. Hauls it in. Looking for room at the 25. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Wants to throw it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Rushes on him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Off play action. Looking for the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Third downs are a huge determining factor in winning and losing games, and what a great play by the defense that time. Going up against one of the best third down offenses in the entire country. Great job breaking on the ball and helping force the incompletion.
No chance for a return. He makes a fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throwing on the run. Got it in the open. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. It's complete on the right side. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Rides the back on the option, the give. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brings into the open. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. 1st and 10 coming up. Give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the...
Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. A 1st down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Running back searching for a hole. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, it's out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open the second half on the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. There he goes. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Here comes the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. To the air, it's Lindsey. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Turns it loose. He's got it inside the 15. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Razorbacks are flying down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped him. Operating in the red zone here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grab behind the line. It's Platt. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one is perfect.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Black. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to... Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll try to pound their way in. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we are ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The inside handoff. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And that last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Got his man downfield. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Arkansas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take it. Week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. The give to the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt it.
Turning it on! He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting and keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it. Keep getting those stats.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on third down. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Steps away. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides to back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Throws to the tight end. The quick out. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Platt. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception.